My husband left me for a younger woman after 22 years of marriage. Then his billionaire father revealed why I was really in the family. After 22 years of marriage, my husband ended our relationship in under 2 minutes. No counseling, no discussion, no warning, just a sentence. I've met someone else. That's it. 22 years together. Gone. The woman was 28. I was 47. Apparently my replacement had already moved into the apartment before I moved out. That hurt more than anything. Not the cheating, not the divorce. The fact that my entire life had apparently been planned without me. 6 months later, the divorce was finalized. My ex-husband, Michael, seemed happier than ever. Luxury vacations, social media posts, new engagement. Meanwhile, I was rebuilding my life from scratch. Then I received an unexpected phone call from Michael's father, Edward Blackwell, a billionaire, and one of the coldest men I'd ever met. During my entire marriage, he barely spoke to me, never showed affection, never acted like family. So when he invited me to his estate, I assumed something terrible had happened. I was right. Edward was dying, terminal cancer. Doctors had given him months, maybe weeks. What I wasn't expecting was what happened next. I need to tell you the truth. Then he handed me a folder. Inside was a photograph, an old photograph. My mother, my heart stopped. Edward noticed my reaction. You recognize her? I nodded, confused. Then came the first twist. Edward had known my mother before I was born, very well. Apparently they were engaged decades earlier, deeply in love, planning a future together. Then my grandfather intervened, forced them apart. My mother disappeared. Edward eventually married someone else, built his empire, raised a family, but never forgot her. The room felt smaller with every word. Then came the second twist. Years later, Edward secretly discovered something. My mother had a daughter, me. He spent years investigating, collecting information, trying to learn the truth. Then a DNA test confirmed it. I wasn't just connected to the family. I was family. Edward was my biological father. I couldn't breathe. My entire world shifted. The man I'd known as my father growing up had died when I was young. Now I was learning he wasn't actually my father at all. And somehow the cruel billionaire sitting across from me was. Then Edward revealed something even worse. Michael knew. For years. My ex-husband knew. I stared at him. What? Apparently before our wedding, Edward privately told Michael the truth. The marriage should have ended immediately. Instead, Edward convinced himself nobody needed to know. The secret remained hidden for 22 years. I suddenly felt sick, because Michael wasn't just my ex-husband. He was my half-brother. The room spun. I honestly thought I was going to faint. Fortunately, another document changed everything. A second DNA report. A more detailed investigation. One Edward had ordered years later. And this was the biggest twist of all. The first DNA result was wrong. A laboratory error. A catastrophic mistake. The second report proved Edward wasn't my biological father. But someone else was. His younger brother. The uncle nobody talked about. The black sheep of the family. The man who disappeared decades ago. The entire family secret had been built on one incorrect test, which meant Michael wasn't my brother. Thank God. But it also meant Edward spent 20 years believing I was his daughter, and treated me differently because of it. Then everything suddenly made sense. The expense